Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be taking you through my leg day and my ab day workout. For my pre-workout, I have this Gorilla Mind Rainbow Sherbet for energy, and then for my pre-workout carbs, I have this Nutrigain bar. I will see you at the gym. To start off my leg days, I do a seated hamstring curl. I didn't take a video of this, but I did stretch beforehand. Before any of my workouts, I always make sure to stretch. It might not be the best stretch, if I'm being honest. I kind of just do a quick little stretch of the muscles, but I do still stretch. For this exercise and pretty much all of my exercises, I do 2 sets with 8 reps. I do progressive overload for pretty much all of my workouts, so I go up to 12 reps, and then once I can do 12, I move up in weight and then essentially start the whole process again. For my second leg workout, I do the hip abductor machine. I always confuse the abductor with the adductor, but this one is the abductor machine. Same thing with the hamstring curls. I'll do 2 sets of 8. This exercise is really good with developing your inner thigh muscles. Also kind of gives your legs a wider appearance. For my third leg exercise, I do the hip adductor machine. This one also is good for building those inner thigh muscles. This is a pretty bad angle, so you can't really see it, but I also do this one for 2 sets of 8 reps. The fourth exercise is a hack squat. I prefer hack squat over barbell squat because it just feels more stable for me and I just like it better. I'll do this for 2 sets of 8 as well. This is the first quad movement. For the fifth exercise and my second quad movement, I'm doing leg extensions. I kind of go back and forth between if I do these first, then the hack squat, or then the hack squat and then the leg extensions. I haven't really decided which one I like better. And honestly, it also kind of depends on just which one is available first. So if the hack squat's available first, I'll go to that. If it's the leg extension, then I'll go to that, and vice versa. But I'll do 2 sets of 8 reps for this exercise. For the 6th leg exercise, we are back to hitting the hamstrings. I'm doing a Smith machine RDL. Same thing with the hack squat. I prefer the Smith machine because I just feel more stable as opposed to just using a barbell. I did lose my earbud there, but the show must go on, so I continued. I'm also using a plate for extra height just because for me, I feel like I get a deeper stretch the higher I am, so that's why I like to use a plate. For the 7th leg exercise, we have moved on to glutes. Yay! I hate hitting glutes. For the first glute exercise, we have Bulgarian split squats. Also hate Bulgarian split squats, but I do like them for the glutes. Currently, I have been doing these for 2 sets of 12 reps. I've kind of been refusing to go up in weight just for the fact that I don't feel like my balance or even my form is that good on this exercise, so I'm just trying to keep the weight a little bit lower and just trying to perfect my balance, and eventually once I feel comfortable enough, then I'll go up in weight, but that's where I'm at right now with it. For my 8th leg exercise and my second glute movement, my last glute movement, I do machine kickbacks. I've seen people do these on cables. I just don't have a cable cuff to try that out, so I'm not sure which one I would actually like better until I try that out. For the 9th and final leg exercise, I do seated calf raises. The reason why I do the seated and not the standing is because I'm not tall enough for the standing calf raise. It just doesn't work for me. But I usually always hit calves at the very end just because they're not that big of a priority to me in my leg days like my quads and hamstrings are. Now on to my first ab exercise, and yes, I do work abs. I know some people say that, oh, abs are only revealed in the kitchen. Abs are like any other muscle. You still have to work them out, do progressive overload to build them. Yes, they do get revealed when you have a lower body fat percentage, but you still have to build them. With that being said, I use the ab crunch machine for my first ab workout. And for the second exercise, I do weighted decline sit-ups. I think that's what these are called. It's kind of questionable doing the setup on these, but these really work those lower abs, and the plate, just like with any other exercise, it helps with progressive overload. You can start off with no weight and then kind of just build from there until you get like the form down. Make sure to really tighten your core, or I guess flex your core as you're going up. Don't use your legs. Just let your legs rest there. Okay, now that the leg workout's over with, now we have the hard part, trying to flex the legs. I'm not that good at flexing my legs. It's hard for me to engage the muscles. So let's see what we've got. Honestly, the lighting's kind of bad. Let me go someplace else. There's a little bit better lighting right here and a better angle, but still kind of hard. Let me see. It kind of looks like I have muscle right there. Check the glutes. Kind of looks like I have glutes. I don't really know how to flex the hamstrings, so it's the best I can offer right now. I can kind of see my hamstring right there, but that's the leg workout. Let's check the abs, see if I have any. Kind of. I'm bulking right now, so I'm not really expecting them to look shredded, just kind of visible. But that's the leg and ab routine. Let's go home. Back home, and now I'm gonna make my typical post-workout meal, which is essentially just my breakfast. I usually always have a variation of protein yogurt, protein oatmeal, or protein cream of rice. Sometimes I'll go savory in the mornings, but that's usually like when I have more time and on the weekends. So today I'm doing like protein yogurt, just Greek yogurt, strawberries, or fruit of your choice, whatever, protein powder of your choice, and then granola. I'm gonna do 1 serving of the yogurt. It's a little watery, so I'm just mixing it up. And one thing about this, you don't need to add protein powder to this if you don't like it. I'm just doing it to get more protein. But you don't need protein powder. You can get everything you need from Whole Foods. But the thing about me is, I don't care if it's processed protein. I love Whole Foods, but I also love processed protein, so I include both into my diet, but it's not something you need in order to build a muscle. You can get everything you need from Whole Foods. So I have 170 grams of yogurt in here. Next, I'm gonna do 40 grams of just this whey protein powder. It's chocolate flavored. Again, you can choose whatever protein powder you like. You don't even have to do a whey protein if it disagrees with you. There's like a bunch of vegan proteins. I can't recommend one because all the ones I've had taste like ass. Let's just say they taste incredibly bad. To me, at least I haven't found one that's good. So now I'm just gonna mix this up. Bear with me. Okay, so I mixed it all up. You can kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like thicker. Ugh, doesn't fall out. Thicker than normal Greek yogurt, which is already thick, but it's thicker. So now I'm just gonna add my granola. Give this a little crunch. And next today I'm doing strawberries. I like frozen fruit just because it lasts longer. I do have fresh fruit, but for stuff like this, I like frozen fruit. I'm a big fan of cinnamon, so I'm just gonna add some cinnamon on top. And this is basically what you end up with. Pretty good. Quick to eat too if you're pressed on time. This comes out to around, I think it's like over 400 calories, like 50 grams of protein. But hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.